Welcome back, Jane. It's a pleasure to have you. We were here last night, so we were booked twice, and we're very grateful for you to return. And tonight I'd like to start a little differently than we did last night. I asked you a specific question about the movie, but I'm going to introduce, if I can find it, the reviews that we got yesterday from both New York and Los Angeles. So, just give me a second.
You're going to read me my reviews?
I am. We didn't prepare this, folks, so you'll have to bear with me. But,
well, I hope they're good.
Well, they are. It's a favorable review. It's just a matter of putting everything into perspective. But actually, it leads into the first question, which is, how did this project come to you?
Somebody sent me the script and said, Bruce Beresford is going to be doing this. And I read it, and I liked the theme of love and forgiveness. You know, as one gets older, forgiveness looms important, I think. I have a daughter in real life, and she's prickly, and we've had issues over the years. And I was very moved at the thought that this woman has not seen her daughter for 20 years and has never met her grandchildren. And I thought that that would be an interesting character to play. I'd never played a hippie. I was not a hippie at the time, ever. And I just thought it would be a lot of fun to do. What was that noise? No, I wasn't. I never wore tie-dye in my life.
I think they're reacting to the fact, which is exactly what I thought when I saw the film. I saw the film in Toronto, the film festival last September. And I said, oh gee, Jane's playing herself. And then I realized, well, wait a minute, because I had a personal anecdote memory, which I shared with Jane yesterday about that era, and no, she wasn't. And then it struck me that, no, this is just a really terrific, naturalistic performance.
Thank you. And then I wanted to work with Catherine Keener, you know, so that was really nice.
Was she, did you have any say in the casting of this film, or did you,
No.
or just come on? Right.
Yeah, I just came on.
And then you, I found the review, by the way, so I'm not so conscious.
Good, by all means.
Okay, well, I think it's a little interesting, so I'll start. This was the lead banner headline yesterday, and this is a favorable review from Stephen Holden in the New York Times. Take it from Grandma, everything is groovy. To a crowded pantheon of stage and screen matriarchs that includes Mother Courage, Mama Rose, and Mommy Dearest, add the name Mama Woodstock, or more precisely, Grandma Woodstock, in the person of Jane Fonda. That isn't the nickname of her character, Grace, in the comedy Peace, Love, and Misunderstanding, but it might as well be. With a flaring thicket of grayish-brown hair, tie-dyed shirts, and scant makeup, Grace may be the happiest, superannuated hippie who ever flashed a peace sign. And Ms. Fonda, 74, plays her with a gusty zest.
Why don't you fix my chair? Thank you. I don't have anything to put my feet on. Oh, thank you so much.
Didn't realize that.
Gentlemen.
Actually, it leads into the next question. So you're playing a grandmother. You are a grandmother. So was that one of the reasons you were attracted to the role in the first place?
Well, I don't get offered any roles anymore that I'm not a grandmother. So. No, I liked the values that are expressed in the movie. I wanted to work with Beresford, and I thought that the relationship between the mother and daughter would be interesting to explore with opposite an actor of such complexity as Catherine Keener. You know, I didn't realize that Elizabeth Olsen would become a star, because I'd never heard of her, and then Nat Wolff would be as completely marvelous as he is, and so forth and so on. And I mean, even Jeffrey Dean Morgan has become a big star in Magic City, and so it was it was groovy.
Just like Mr. Holden says, and it is. Let's talk about the role of comedy in your career. After your early triumph, your Oscar for Clute in '71, then you had a career lull. But you had a roaring comeback in 1977 with a little picture called Fun with Dick and Jane, which is a huge surprise smash hit in its day. No one expected that movie to work. And then you capped that with an even bigger triumph with 9 to 5 in 1980. And then you...
Well, in between that, I won another Oscar.
Yes, you did. I was going to slip that in somewhere.
Which I produced.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Then you went away from us. After 1989, you went away for 15 long years. I call those the dark years. You were missed.
Oh, thank you.
And then you returned with a comedy, Monster in Law, in 2005. And now you've made this film, which is a comedy. So is that a pattern? Is that a strategy in your career?
Well, I want to have fun. The older I get, the more I want to have fun and laugh and not be dour. I mean, I could get away. A lot of my early films were dour. Somebody who saw this movie in New York recently said, Jane always was the character that needed to be loosened up. I was always the tight ass. And now, in my dotage, I'm the one that loosens everybody else up. And I like that, because it's actually kind of like what's happening in life. And you know why? And this is the truth. 10 years with Ted Turner. I'm not kidding you. He taught me to laugh. I come from a long line of depressed people. He taught me to laugh, so I'm very grateful. So yeah, I go to a lot of movies. I'm a movie goer. I like to leave a movie feeling good. Not necessarily ha-ha, but I like feeling that I've been moved forward somehow as a human being and in my life, and I love special effects and all that, but I like movies that Little Miss Sunshine, movies that don't have a whole lot of special effects. They're just about people, and they sort of make you feel good. Like on Golden Pond.
Well, that's a good segue, because other critics and some other folks are pointing out the parallels, the themes between this film and On Golden Pond. So when you read the script, did that jump out at you?
No, I never thought of it at all. But now that the film is out, a number of people and reviewers and interviewers have commented to me that when we filmed it, I was the age that Katharine Hepburn was on Golden Pond when we filmed it, and now I'm almost the age that my father was, and sort of now I'm the elder, that's